Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Bari, and in today's video I'm going to be doing an updated edition of what is on my Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, which I have right here. So before I begin, I'm going to just quickly mention that I'm going to be doing a screen recording as I sort of showcase what's on the phone, because I figure it's easier to actually have a screen recording in place, because sometimes I'm not really sure if the camera is clear enough. So that's kind of how I'm going to do today's video. So the screen recording will be on one side, if that makes sense. I'm also going to showcase a little bit of my wearables, so I think I'm going to kind of start with that and then just take the video from there. So let's begin. So I have recently changed my wearables. So to start off, I have my Galaxy Buds 3 Pro, and this case is one that I custom made myself. So since I've been getting into resin crafting, what I've started to do is make my own cases. So rather than buying cases from other people, I just make my own. So this is my Galaxy Buds 3 Pro case, and the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro are in the color silver. And as you can see, these ones come with the lights when you take the earbuds out. And normally for the earbuds, you get 3 different tips depending on the size of your ear. So this is what the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro earbud looks like, which is kind of similar to the AirPods. But as you already know, I'm a Samsung girl and I will always be a Samsung girl. So the case that I made is a strawberry theme case. So I have these cute little strawberry capuchons. This one came in a pack with some Hello Kitty ones. And of course, this is the back of the case. And I have some cute like roses, rabbit and heart themed charms, as well as Hello Kitty charms, and a silver heart-shaped carabiner. I also have the Galaxy Buds 3 FE. So these are the black ones, and these are actually similar to the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro. The only difference is that these don't have 360 audio and there is no light. Now, I actually carry these in my work bag, so it's just easier for me to carry these in my work bag, and then I use these ones when I'm at home and stuff, but sometimes I put these ones in any going out bags that I have, I guess. So this case is another custom made case that I did myself. So you have a nice cute cat themed strawberry charm with a bow. And at the back here, you've got a nice little flower and a jelly heart. And of course, this is Hello Kitty themed, because lately I've kind of been, I guess, I don't know if addicted is the right word, but I've taken an interest in Sanrio. So usually you'll see me with either Hello Kitty or Crony themed charms and things like that. And speaking of Hello Kitty, this is the Samsung Galaxy Watch 8. So I recently purchased this watch a couple of months ago, and I actually sold my Galaxy Watch 7. So normally when I'm purchasing new tech, I either sell any old ones, or in the case of like my phone and things like that, I give that to my mum. So I think I did give my mum one of my phones, or 2 of my old phones, but we'll get to that in a minute. So this is the Galaxy Watch 8, and this is one of 2 straps. So this pink strap is from the official Samsung store, and the watch face is Hello Kitty themed. So I made this myself, and I'm just going to quickly show you how I lay out the watch and things like that, as well as some of the apps that I have which I sync with my phone. So I'm hoping this is okay. I'm hoping the camera can focus enough, but I think I need to adjust the brightness. So I'm just going to adjust the brightness a little bit actually. I think this is better. So this is the watch face, and I made this using Watch Face Studio for the Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Pro 360. So it's an application you can download for Windows or Mac, I think, and you can use it to make custom watch faces. And I also used the Canva app to create the composition. So basically what I did was I created a Hello Kitty wallpaper using some hearts, like a heart-shaped pattern, if that makes sense. And I also created a pink gradient for the background, and then I got this Hello Kitty image from the official Japanese Sanrio website and just put this little composition together. I also did a always on display, so if I can, I'm just going to quickly show you what that looks like when wearing the watch. So let me just get that up just so you get an idea of what it looks like. So this isn't the always on display. It's kind of hard to show it, so I'm not really sure if I'm able to show it to you guys, but I don't think it's possible right now. So anyway, the always on display that I made is exactly like this composition. The only difference is you don't have the pink background, you have a black dim background instead. And with the little indexes and the watch hands, I basically used some pre-made ones, which were basic ones, and then I changed the color to pink. And I also put the date here as well. And I actually decided to add some complications. So if I just put the pin in, I'm just going to show you those. So on the left hand side, you've got the battery complication. On the top, you've got the calendar, and then on the right, you've got the Buds controller. So when you click on this, you can see the Galaxy Buds status, but that applies when you connect the Galaxy Buds. So whichever pair I connect, I can actually adjust the ambient sound or noise cancelling features. So when I'm at work, it's very easy for me to adjust this, because typically if I'm using my earbuds, I use the ambient sound feature so I can hear my surroundings, and then when I'm not at work and I'm just at home or something, I use the noise cancelling features. So that's how I use the Buds controller. So I'm going to continue from where I left off, because I accidentally almost showed the location that I reside in on the watch. So basically I edited that part out. So let's continue. So in terms of the layout of the Galaxy Watch, this is currently what it looks like, if you can see. So normally what I do is I put all my apps in little folders, because I like to keep things organized, but of course you do have a feature where you can put all your apps in list format, if that makes sense. So at the moment I have 7 different folders, so I'm just going to show the folders. So this is the social folder. So these are all the apps that I have, which include phone, contacts, messages, WhatsApp, and I also have Outlook for emails. But of course, because the emails need to be synced with the phone, normally what I do is I install Outlook, but I just keep it hidden on the phone. Then I also have the media folder where I keep the Galaxy Buds controller, the media controller, Shazam for discovering songs, and I also have Amazon Audible, since I've recently been getting back into listening to audiobooks. And over here we have the travel folder. So we've got weather, we've got the compass, city mapper, which I use for bus and train times, and also Google Maps, which I sometimes use to search for places. And then we've got the health folder. So recently I have been using Samsung Health a lot more, and I'm going to explain a little bit in detail. Then we've got the ECG monitor app, I think that's what it's called, Samsung Health Monitor, and Calm, which I use sometimes for meditation. And then there's the productivity folder. So at the moment it's just calendar, reminder, and the Keep Notes app, because unfortunately Samsung Notes is not available for the watch. I did try to install it using external methods, but it crashed, so I had to get rid of it. And then the finance folder, we've got the calculator and the Google Wallet app. So I use Google Wallet for my loyalty cards because I have quite a few of those, but I don't put actual bank cards because I don't feel comfortable doing that. And then this is the utilities folder, which includes the clock, timer, stopwatch, voice recorder, Samsung Find, Google Play Store, and the settings app. So now that I have showcased what's on my watch as well as my wearables, I'm now going to get into what's on the actual phone in terms of the things that I've changed. So without further ado, I'm going to begin from there. So we're back and I'm now going to showcase what's on the actual phone itself. So this is my Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and this is one of a few custom-made resin cases that I made myself. So this one is like a Hello Kitty / mermaid theme, so you've got a mix of large and small Hello Kitty cabochons, some cute fish and, you know, star, butterfly, rose cabochons, and we've also got some cute little flowers and things like that. And down here we have this cute little strawberry dust plug. So this is not strawberry, it's a strawberry cake slice, and it's a dust plug, I think that's what it's called. So basically it's used to prevent dust from going in the charging port. And then I have this cute Hello Kitty bracelet phone charm that I got from Etsy. So normally I put my hand through it when I'm using my phone, especially because it's less likely to fall. But the only thing is my hand is kind of skinny, so the actual bracelet is a little bit big for me. And then over here, if you can see clearly, this is the always on display that I'm using. So the current theme I'm using at the moment is a cute cherry memo theme by a Korean Samsung theme maker called Jam Jam. So this is how I decided to customize my always on display. So you've got a few little apps you can access. So I've got the calendar, the reminder, and weather widgets, not apps, sorry, that you can pretty much use to basically access events, tasks, and also quickly check the weather. So going into the lock screen, since I can't actually screen record this bit, this is my current setting. So you have a nice I think the brightness needs to be turned down a little bit. This is why I don't like recording like this. Sorry guys. So this is my current lock screen, and it has a nice cute cherry memo wallpaper. And the thing with this particular theme is that it kind of gives me the Galaxy Note vibe, in the sense that the Galaxy Note is used for note-taking purposes, so that's kind of how I wanted my phone to look, kind of like a cute little memo or notepad type thing, if that makes sense. And I've also got the phone and camera apps here for quick access, and we have a cute cherry emoji icon as well, and all the little bits of information at the top. I keep pressing the power button because the lock screen tends to dim out quite quickly. So again, this is what it looks like. And now I am going to go into the actual home screen. So as I've mentioned, in the next few seconds or so, you're gonna have a screen recording, which basically shows all the apps and things, because I don't really think that the camera is going to showcase everything very well, so that's basically why I am going to have the screen recording. So without further ado, we are just going to begin right about now. So first off, this is my main home screen, and as you can see here, I have my cute strawberry cake pointer. So I used a particular app to customize my pointer and the air command, and I will show you the app in a minute. So this is the air command that I currently have at the moment. So with the air command for my phone, this one is kind of reminiscent of the older layout that you used to get on the older Galaxy Notes. So that included the Galaxy Note 3 and 4, I think. So that's why I kept this style, because it's one that I really like. So over here, I've kind of organized it in a sort of rainbow order. So we have the create note feature, the view all notes feature, screen write, translate, which I use quite a lot, the drawing assist feature, which is part of Galaxy AI. So I'm going to show you a couple of features for Galaxy AI because there were some new features introduced in the One UI 8 update. And then we have the settings. So that's basically air command. And I also have a nice little strawberry icon. So I customized that using the Fantastic app as well. So for now, I'm gonna remove this and I'm just gonna kind of show you certain apps and things like that. So first off, we have calendar. So this is basically what my calendar looks like. I know it's extra, but I'm very extra when it comes to my calendar because one thing I tend to do is I like to, I guess, organize all my events and color code them. And one thing I really love about Samsung Calendar is the fact that you can write on it if your phone or your tablet even supports the write on calendar feature, and that's one of the many reasons as to why I love the S Pen. And speaking of S Pens, I can also use the S Pen from my laptop on my phone because there's a feature which enables you to add or use multiple S Pens. But I don't really do that often because the battery often dies down pretty quickly on the phone. So anyway, this is my calendar for the month, and as you can see it's full because I work 5 days a week. And the highlighted parts, so I've highlighted a couple of things in blue. So typically if I'm applying for jobs and things like that, I tend to put deadlines in my reminders because I have a tendency to forget things a lot. So that's why I love the calendar, because it just helps me organize myself. And speaking of, I do put in my holidays and things like that as well, and also the moon calendar when I get paid, events like daylight saving time ending. So I think the clocks are going back tomorrow if I'm not wrong, because we're on the 25th now. And if I'm going to do any recording for YouTube and things like that, I also include that in the calendar here. This is November's calendar, which again is quite full, and then we have December's calendar. So as you can see with the purple bits here, I do have some time off booked during the Christmas period. So usually I tend to book those particular days just because my workplace is very quiet, so I don't really like to come in. But anyway, this is basically the calendar app. And one good thing about this particular app is the fact that you can include cute stickers. So if you look here, these are all of the stickers that I have downloaded. I love putting stickers in my calendar for my events. I don't know, it just makes the phone more personalized, but then again, I love to customize, and that's why I've always stuck with Samsung for many years, because the customization features are amazing and it just makes your phone more unique to you, which is what I love. So we also have the reminder app here, but I'm not really going to show you what's in it just because there are certain reminders that have like personal information and things like that, so I don't really want to showcase that. I've got City Mapper and Google Maps, and in the middle we have a cute little Pixel Pocky packet with Strawberry Pocky. So the pixel art, like these little widgets that I have here, are made by a British artist called Pixelins, who you can find on Tumblr. So of course you know, when it comes to the art and things like that, I just want to make sure I give credits because I do art myself and I want people to do the same when, you know, showing my art and things like that. So these are some additional apps that I have here, which include Weather, Money Plus, Messages, and Dailyo, which is basically my mental health app, because I do record my mood, what I'm eating, what I'm doing, things like that as well. But I'm not really going to show too much of that right now because there's certain information in there. I also have the Journey app. So this is the #1 journaling app I've been using for years, because since I started university, I actually got into journaling, and I started doing it because I suffer with depression, and having a journal kind of helps me because I'm able to just kind of write what I'm feeling and thinking, I guess. And then I've got the health app as well. Now, one good feature that I use on a regular basis is the medications feature. So I do sometimes take antidepressants or supplements, and I usually have reminders because I tend to forget when to take medication on a regular basis. I did have to use external methods to get this feature on my phone and my watch, because this feature is technically not available for Samsung devices based in the UK. This is a US and Korea or Canada, Canadian only feature. So I think maybe at some point, if anyone's interested, I'm probably going to do a tutorial where I showcase how to get this feature on your Samsung Health app. I have actually been getting into regular exercise as well. So as of lately, I've been doing indoor biking. I haven't been too consistent with it recently, so I've kind of done it a couple of times a week. I mean, this week I only did it once. So normally when I do it, I record my results on my watch as I'm doing it, so I wear my watch. But the most recent time I did it was on Monday when I came home from work early. So what I try to do is I basically do 5 minutes a day, and I feel like since I've been doing indoor biking, I've noticed I've lost a bit of weight in my back and my stomach, and I find it's quite good for physical and mental well-being. So basically I've pretty much been getting back into a more regular exercise routine. And speaking of exercise and other things, I also sometimes record my sleep using my watch. I didn't really have a good sleep score. Well, it says excellent, but I slept for 6 hours, which isn't good. So sometimes on my days off and things like that, I do record my sleep score just to kind of observe how certain sleeping patterns affect my mental health. So this is kind of the recent result, and you also have your bedtime guidance and even your sleep coaching feature. So going into the rest of the home screen, this is my second page. So again, we've got some cute pixel images made by Pixelin. So I kind of kept it to like a strawberry cherry theme. And then we've got a cute chibi of Yuri-Ren from Doraku Tenchi, which is an obscure 1998 fighting game. So this was a commission made by an artist called X Mochizuki, who could be found, I believe, on Twitter and Instagram. Besides that, I've got my mini calendar with events for the next 7 days, and then I've got my list of reminders. And this is a feature called Now Brief. So Now Brief basically gives you a brief of everything that's occurred throughout the day in terms of your health, the weather, news, etc. And this is a recent feature that has been introduced for devices that have One UI 8. So this originally was included with the S25 line, and it's been brought to the S24 line, which is great. So it just gives you a summary of different things. So, you know, again, I've customized it to the things I want summarized, like my health, the weather, things like that. So as you can see, it's been raining on and off here. So yeah. So next we've got the health screen. That's what I call this page of the home screen. We've got the steps counter, the daily activity counter, and the sleep score counter. And here on the right there's a cute little chibi of Yuri-ran from Tomodachi. And then here is what I call my media screen. So this chibi is of Haiji from Tomodachi as well. So as you can see, I basically put all my mains from Tomodachi in my screens because again, I love these characters and Tomodachi is an underrated game. And over here, you've got the battery widget. So this is for my phone and all of my wearables. I've also got the controller for my Galaxy Buds. So this one is for Buds 3 Pro. This is for my Ring doorbell because having a Ring doorbell, to be honest, makes me feel a bit safer at home. And also I need to track packages because there are delivery drivers that have a tendency to leave packages outside, which I don't really like. And then this is the Galaxy Buds 3 FE screen as well. And next we've got the like book screen, if you can call it that. So this is a chibi of Cool from Tomodachi. And then this little widget is from Tachi J2K. This is the Tachiyomi client where I basically, you know, source all my manga from. So recently I've been reading Sayuki Reload because I finished Sayuki. So these are all the few mangas that I've been interested in. So we've got a mix of mainstream and like obscure-ish titles, and then we've got the Audible widget. I do have an audiobook that I need to finish, which is called Quiet by Susan Cain. So I typically listen to audiobooks when I'm out and things like that. Then I've got the arts widget. So these two drawings here are actually drawings I made myself using my laptop, and I used the Canva app to custom make widgets with cute little borders and flowers and things like that. So yeah, this is kind of how I laid out this screen. And then we've got the little photo and video screen, and these two widgets are from Nana Manga. So I got these two images from Google, and I basically decided to make custom widgets using the Canva app. So that's how I got all these little washi tape things and like floral icons and things. Now the manga was drawn by Ai Yazawa, so credits to her. And last but not least, we have like a mindfulness kind of screen, if that makes sense. So this little widget here is a affirmations widget from the Moon X app, which I use to check the moon calendar. So I've kind of been getting into that and tarot recently. And then I have these cute custom widgets that I made using images from the Sayuki manga. So Sayuki is by Kazuya Minakura. I think that's how you pronounce the name, sorry if it's wrong. So these are all the main characters. So we have Genjo Sanzo, we have Son Goku, Cho Hakai, and Sha Gojo. And out of all of them, Sanzo and Hakai are my favorites. I love those two so far. So going into my apps screen here, this is what it looks like. So typically I like to keep all my apps organized in folders. Now I've had a couple of changes here and there in terms of the apps, but I'm not going to go through every folder, probably just the ones where I've sort of changed certain things. So in terms of like media, recently I've downloaded TikTok Studio because I have made a TikTok. So you can find my TikTok link in the description below if you have one. So I basically post like art, hobbies. I'm probably going to start posting some gaming things soon, and you know, just things like that, cute stuff. So yeah, I have a TikTok now, and I'm going to expand my content creation on there. Now, just to update in regards to socials, I have deleted my art Instagram because I don't really post art on there that much anymore. And to be honest, I'm kind of thinking of deleting the personal Instagram because again, I don't really use it that much. It's just kind of there. So sometimes I post things, sometimes I don't. Now going into the games folder, I've recently downloaded Citra MMJ. So this is a 3DS emulator. and these are all the games that I have. I actually managed to find the North American edition and the Japanese edition of Tomodachi collection, so at some point I'm going to do some comparison videos where I showcase regional differences, but that's going to take a lot of time. Now, I'm so sorry, I think I kind of made a mistake when I talked about Tomodachi collection briefly. So Tomodachi collection is actually the name for the whole series because that's the original Japanese name. But in terms of Tomodachi Life, the version I have for the Japanese edition is Tomodachi Collection Shin Sekatsu, and this is revision 2, so that's the actual title, if that makes sense, whereas in other regions it's called Tomodachi Life. But again, these are all my games, and I recently have new games in my DS emulator, which is drastic as well. So I found the Nana Lifestaff Daiboshu Shoshinsha Kange game, but that's in Japanese. I found the Princess debut game as well as the Imagine Wedding Designer game, which is really cute, and also the Hello Kitty Big City Dreams game. And then there's this one, which is the EU edition of the Tracy Beaker game. So I do have a gameplay of it on my YouTube channel if you're interested in that, because I used to watch the Tracy Beaker series as a child, and I didn't even know until recently that there was a DS game, because when I went to Southend with family a couple of months ago during my time off work, I saw a physical copy of the game and I was gonna buy it and I didn't. And then I just decided to emulate it, so there you go. Now, I do have the Redream emulator as well. Oh, sorry, I think I'm gonna have to sort of turn this little portion around, but these are all the games I have so far, and 2 of them are cancelled titles, which are Force 5 and Kenju, and I've recently been getting into the Rumblefish series as well. My favourite character in Rumblefish at the moment is Garnet. I like her design, and for some reason she sort of gives me like strawberry vibes. I don't know why, but I just love her design. I really love her, so there you go. And speaking of games with Dolphin Emulator, I found the Korean and Japanese editions of Wii Party. So I actually covered the Quick Draw game, which is a Asian only mini game for for Korea and Japan. I think there was like a Chinese mock-up of it, but I'm not really sure still. Okay, so what's next? So this is the art and design folder. So Canva, I've recently been using that a lot more. So most of my thumbnails are now designed on Canva. I do all my thumbnails myself because, as you already know, I pretty much handle this channel myself, and I've been using PenUp a lot more to draw as well. So if you have a Samsung phone and you have PenUp, you can also find me on there because I occasionally post art on there now. So this is my PenUp account, and these are some of the things I've been posting. So I've been posting a mix of my drawings and also some crafts and things like that as well. And then with photo and video, recently I've been using CapCut to edit. So in terms of my YouTube intro, the one with the Wii style screen, I have actually used CapCut and a little bit of Canva, I think, and also VLLO to like edit my intro, because I've been experimenting quite often with YouTube intros. So you'll probably be able to tell if you look at my older videos compared to my recent videos, because I've tried to figure out what style works for me. But that intro took me a couple of days to put together, so I had to kind of do everything from scratch. And then with health, this is what's in the folder. So this is the app I was talking about earlier, which is MoonX, which I use to look at the moon calendar, because I've been getting into tarot. I don't really know why, but I like tarot. And then we've got the travel and local folder, so I've got a few more apps in here. The Fever app is one that I use to find like different art events and things in my area, because I've started to go out of the house more, which is good, because I don't want to just go to work and come home. I want to try and like do other things, especially things outside of my comfort zone. And then I have the Cafe Nero app, because I go to Cafe Nero quite often and I like coffee and the spritzer when I want a sweet drink. And for books and writing, I have the Novelist app, because I've been getting back into creative writing and stuff as well. And then this is again the productivity folder, so I've got my files in here for my files, and then Microsoft Word, because sometimes when I'm applying for jobs on my phone, because like if I don't have access to my laptop when I'm out and stuff like that, I do apply for jobs on my phone sometimes. So what I tend to do now is every 2 to 3 months I go through my CV so that I can update it, and I usually put an updated copy in my phone, my laptop, and also my hard drive / USB stick as well. Although speaking of notes, one thing I really like is that my notes here sync with my laptop, because my laptop is a Samsung one and it has S Pen support. So when I'm studying, like in terms of doing my art therapy course, because I'm in the process of completing a course right now, all the notes that I have here sync well with my laptop. So these are my recent notes that I wrote on my laptop. It's just easier for me to compose these on my laptop because there's more space in terms of writing. So I usually use different colors. So I kind of color code my notes because I just find it's easy to do that, you know. So yeah, these are all my notes, and I've got my key and things like that. And another thing I like with Samsung Notes is the recent PDF feature. So you can access PDFs. So I don't need write on PDF anymore. I can access all my PDFs on here. I can highlight things, which is great. And you've got this cute little sticky note feature as well that's recently been introduced. I think this was part of the One UI update. So if you go to sticky note, you can either type or you can write notes, and then you can pretty much minimize it so that it appears in the little corner, although in this case I've got nothing to save anyway. So this will probably be useful when I'm doing research, when I'm studying. So I have all my notes in different folders because it's just easier for me to organize everything. But this is how my notes look, and that's pretty much it. And then the education folder is straightforward. I've got the dictionary. I use this when I'm doing creative writing, and I've got Google Translate. Finance and sales is again pretty straightforward. So I've recently installed the Blue Light Card app. So if you work in certain jobs like council jobs or government jobs, then you have access to the Blue Light Card where you can get discounts for various shops. So when I purchased my phone, I got, I think it was 15 or 20% off for this during purchase back in 2024. And in terms of what I did with my previous phone, which was my S22 Ultra, I gave that to my mum. So the white one that I showcased in one of my, or a few of my previous videos, my mum has that phone now, because usually when I upgrade my phone, either I sell my older one or I give my mum my older one. And she has a Galaxy Note 8 as well that I actually used to own before I upgraded to the Note 10 Plus back when I was a third year uni student. So I gave that to her. And with my Galaxy Watch 7, I sold that, sold my Watch 6, and my aunt has my Watch 5 because I got the Watch 6 a few years ago, so I gave her that. So when I give them like my old tech, I usually keep the boxes. It's the same thing if I'm selling. I usually try to keep all the boxes and just make sure everything's in good condition, because the boxes and the packaging helps generate value. So yeah, this is all my financial stuff. So I've got the EE app as well to keep track of my phone bill, and I have a few mobile banking apps because I have too many savings accounts and things like that as well. And then we've got the customs app. So I use most of these to customize my phone. So Good Lock is what I use to customize like my home and app screen in terms of the folders and the overall layout. Pentastic is what I use to customize the S Pen pointer and the air command screen, if that makes sense. I use theme park to customize volume as well. So if you look here as I'm pressing my volume buttons, it's all customized. So the color scheme matches the theme of the phone basically, and that's how I like it. So this little color scheme, I named it Cherry Memo. And then we've got Keys Cafe as well. So with Keys Cafe, you can customize your keyboard. So when you're typing, you can have like different sound effects and different colors and things like that. So I've got the calm touch sound at the moment. And then if you look here, this is my current keyboard color scheme, which is yellow. So I'm going to show you just using the Samsung Notes app how I type. So let's just do that. And as you can see, my keyboard lights up and things like that when I'm typing. And last but not least, I've got two more apps. I've got Simple Photo Widget, so that's how I get all my widgets the way they do, using the features in that. And Z Font Free is how I got my custom fonts. So I don't like the default Samsung fonts because they're very boring. So I purchased a custom font called Backstay from Etsy, and I downloaded it using external methods on my phone as well as my watch. I do have customization tutorials for how to download and use custom fonts on your phone and watch, so if you're interested, then those are also going to be in the description below. And last but not least is my utilities folder. So I recently have installed Proton VPN. I have it on my laptop as well. So I'm using a Japanese VPN. I mostly use it to watch shows that are not available in my home country, and that's pretty much the gist of it. Same thing applies to Netflix as well. I watch shows that are not available in my home country. And then as I mentioned before, I've got the Ring feature because I have a Ring doorbell because sometimes I get paranoid in terms of like my safety and things like that. And one thing I noticed, right, is if you go into settings, I think the Galaxy Buds feature is now in there. So I'm just going to show you that quickly if I can find it. I think, there we go, Galaxy Buds Free Pro Manager. So as you can see, the Galaxy Buds feature is no longer in the wearable app, it's now in settings. So I've got one for Galaxy Buds Free Pro, and these ones are for my Buds Free FE. So anyway, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. I know it's a bit long and I tend to go off on a tangent, and I do apologise because I get nervous when I talk on camera, but yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. So bye for now.